Do you know what day it is today?
Yes, it's metal detector day. Now, it's been cold and rainy all morning and we haven't been able to get out into the garden, but the weather's cleared now, so let's get the metal detector and go for a walk across the lawn in that area where it looked like there might have been a previous structure and see if we can't turn up some old screws and nails there. Now, this metal detector is a very cheap one. You get some really expensive ones that do everything right up to, doing your tax and dropping your kids off at school. This one is very, very basic. And when you go over something metal, it's supposed to tell you what the different sort of metal is, but it's not very confident. Sort of goes, oh, I think I'm going over something copper. It might be copper. It might not be metal at all. So not a very confident machine, but still a good bit of an indicator for someone who's just having a bit of an amateur dabble as we are. Unfortunately, also it doesn't operate in centimetres, so when it tells you the depth of something, it does tell you in inches. But lucky for all of us, I am a practicing biometric and am very well versed in inches. So when you go over something metal, let's turn it on. I've got a cuff link here. When you go over something metal, you should hear a noise like this. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. I'll turn it off now because it keeps picking up the nails under the floorboards or in the floorboards. We'll take it out into the yard, go over and hopefully get a few beeps as we go. Now, I've got these few little old pot planters because we're improvising, because we're all in isolation. And every time we go over something where there's a beep, I'll pop one of these down and we can come back and explore it later. But let's go out into the garden and have a bit of a look around now. Now, here's that bit out in the garden. I lined it up between this white bracket and that white stick up the end there. I just walked along here and you can see there's definitely where that old parch mark was. These are where we got little readings for something metal under the soil just here. Now also, as I was walking over to put the detector down, I just happened to walk over this bit just here and the metal detector went off massively. So I've actually dug out here this little hole here, and down the bottom there was a really big reading coming from there, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's what looks to me like an old claw-toothed hammer is buried down there. So we'll dig that one out and have a bit of a look at that as well. Okay, update. This little hole where that claw-toothed hammer is, I've dug down a little deeper, and I've also found in there, right down the bottom, again I don't know if you can see it, there's a jar of some description in there as well. So it seems there's a few things, I can feel a few things buried in around and about here. So we're definitely going to put in a little trench here somewhere in the lawn. Please let there be money down there.